A beggar dares to accept a princess.
I did not come here to beg for anything.
Then why did you come?
Something was stolen from me.
What is this man saying? Stolen. By whom? Do not know yet.
What do you know?
I know this palace has seen my past before.
Guards, remove this man immediately.
No! You gave your word, Father. The next man to enter this palace, no matter who he is. This kingdom is finished!
I am not afraid of what this palace holds, but whoever is hiding it should be.
Adaiza!
The rain had not stopped. It fell harder now, as if the sky itself was waiting to witness what would happen next. Princess Adaile stood still outside the palace gate, her eyes locked on the beggar. The guards shifted nervously behind her. "Your Highness, please step back," one of them whispered. But she didn't move. Something about this man didn't feel normal. The beggar slowly raised his head again. His face was still hidden in shadows, but his voice came out calm, almost too calm for someone dressed in rags. "You are not afraid of me?" he asked softly. Adaize narrowed her eyes. "Should I be?" A faint smile appeared on his lips. "No," he said, "but others usually are." The wind blew between them. The king's decree echoed in Adaize's mind. "The next man who enters this palace will be your husband, no matter who he is." She swallowed slowly. "So," she said carefully, "you are here because of the king's words?" The beggar nodded. "Yes." The guards immediately protested. "My princess, this is madness. He's just a beggar." But Adaize lifted her hand. "Silence." They froze. She stepped closer to him. "What is your name?" she asked. A long pause followed. The beggar looked at her, studying her face like he was seeing something beyond her skin. Then he said, "I don't remember." The guards gasped. Adaize frowned. "You don't remember your name?" He shook his head slowly. "I woke up on the road days ago. I don't know who I am or where I came from." The rain dripped from his face, but I remember one thing clearly. Adaize's heart tightened slightly. "And what is that?" she asked. The beggar looked directly into her eyes. "I was meant to come here." Inside the palace, the king sat restless on his throne. "A beggar?" he repeated, standing up sharply. The royal advisors bowed nervously. "Yes, your majesty, he has entered the palace grounds." The king clenched his fists. "This is what she has reduced my kingdom to." He turned sharply. "Bring them in, now." Outside, Adaize still stood with the beggar. The guard suddenly stepped forward. "My princess, the king demands your return." Adaize didn't look away from the beggar. "I know," she said quietly. Then she turned to him. "If you truly entered this palace by destiny, then you will have to face it." The beggar gave a slight nod. "I am not afraid." Adaize studied him again. No fear, no begging, no confusion, only calm. Too calm. She turned and walked ahead. "Come." The beggar followed. The guards exchanged worried looks. "This is going to end badly," one of them whispered. The entire court had gathered again. Whispers filled the air. The princess will actually marry him? A beggar in this palace? This is a disgrace. The king raised his hand. Enough. Silence fell instantly. Adaize entered first, followed by the beggar. Every eye in the kingdom was on him. The king's gaze burned with fury. So, this is the man you will marry? Adaize didn't hesitate. You said your word, father. The king turned to the beggar. And you, do you accept this madness? The beggar looked at Adaize, then back at the king. Yes, he said simply. A wave of shock swept through the crowd. Even Adaize turned slightly. The king laughed bitterly. A beggar dares to accept a princess? But the beggar's next words made everyone freeze. I did not come here to beg for anything. He paused. But I came because something was stolen from me. Silence. Adaize's heart skipped. What do you mean? She asked quietly. The beggar turned slightly toward her. I don't know yet, he said, but I know one thing. His eyes darkened slightly. This palace has seen my past before. Thunder cracked loudly above the palace. The king stepped back slightly. Adaize stared at the beggar, her mind racing. Who was this man? Why did his words feel like a warning and a memory at the same time? And most importantly, why did she feel like she had already met him before? The truth about the beggar begins to surface, and the palace hides a dark secret. The palace was unusually quiet that night. No music, no laughter, only whispers and fear. Princess Adaize sat alone in her chamber, staring at the rain outside her window. Her mind refused to rest. That man, that beggar, his words echoed in her head again and again. This palace has seen my past before. She closed her eyes. Who are you? She whispered to herself. A sudden cold breeze swept through the room. Adaize's eyes snapped open. Her windows were closed, her doors locked, yet her candles flickered violently. Her heart began to pound. Who's there? She called. No answer. But then a shadow moved right behind her. Adaize turned sharply and froze. The beggar was standing there, inside her room. How did you get in here? She demanded, stepping back. The guards outside were still at their post. No one had opened the door. The beggar said nothing at first. He simply looked around the room slowly, like someone remembering a place they had once lived. This room, he murmured. His voice was different now, deeper, stronger. I know it. Adaize's fear grew. That's impossible, she said. You've never been here. The beggar turned to her. Are you sure? A long silence followed. Adaize felt a strange pull in her chest, like a memory trying to surface but failing. The beggar stepped closer. Tell me something, princess, he said quietly. Have you ever had a dream that felt too real to forget? Adaize hesitated. Her breathing slowed. Yes, she admitted. His eyes darkened. And in that dream, did you see fire? Her body went still. How do you know that? She whispered. The beggar's voice dropped to almost a whisper. Because I was there. Thunder struck loudly outside. Adaize staggered back. No, that's not possible. But deep inside, she knew. She had seen him before. Not in this life, but somewhere else. Just then, a loud knock hit the door. Princess, open this door immediately, the king's voice thundered from outside. Adaize turned quickly. When she looked back, the beggar was gone. Just like that. Her heart raced. She rushed to the door and opened it. The king stood there furious. "Who were you speaking to?" he demanded. Adaeze hesitated. "No one." The king pushed past her, scanning the room. His eyes narrowed. "You are lying." "I'm not," she insisted. But the king's face suddenly changed. Not anger, fear. His gaze fell on something behind her. Slowly he whispered, "No, it can't be." Adaeze turned. On the wall, a symbol had appeared, burned into the surface like fire had touched it. A symbol she had seen before, in her dreams. The king stepped back, trembling. "I buried this," he whispered. Adaeze looked at him confused. "What buried?" The king's voice shook. "A truth that should never come back." At that moment, the candles in the room went out. Darkness swallowed everything, and from the shadows, the beggar's voice echoed, "You should have told her the truth, Your Majesty."